Welcome back to the Citadel, folks. This is a survival multiplayer server where myself and some friends go and do some geeky stuff in Minecraft. My name is Joel Duggan, and we are coming up on the Hotel of Eternity because on a stream the other day I fixed our villager breeder and I am stoked. It looks like it's working just as it used to before it broke with 1.13. So I'm going to go over there and take a quick look at it just so that you can see what we did on stream, just in case you missed that. The video is up on YouTube if you want to go and watch that as well. So if we pop inside here, we can take a look and see. What I got wrong before was I thought this block was the screw up, and it was not. It is how high the villagers float in water. That changed with 1.13. So these slabs that you see encasing the villagers is what we had to change. They were glass blocks. Glass blocks block baby villagers from popping out and then going on to the hotel. So we had to replace those with slabs. But here on the Citadel, we also had the compound problem of this water going around because that's how we feed the villagers. We don't do it manually. There's automatic farms that come up through this water stream and the items drop down. Do I have any vegetables on me? I don't. But essentially what happens is the items fall in here, they go around, and if you can believe it, before they get around, the villagers will grab them. They either grab them here or in this block here. They can access them diagonally through the glass. I was concerned that we were going to have an issue with this glass blocking the villagers from getting the food, and we were going to have to drop it in manually from the top. But it looks like it works just fine. When they're full, the food continues on and goes into the greenhouse, which you can just see over here. So we've got two different ways, I guess, for those water streams to go. It either, if we have the villager breeder on, then the items come up through here and they go down and they feed the villagers. If we have the villager breeder off, then the items do not come up to the top and they continue. Oh, I think we might see one coming. Yep, carrot. And see, it disappeared. It disappeared as soon as I got to that block. So these guys are getting fed. They are slowly making villagers. They're doing their little nosy dance there, which I always find kind of weird. But that is what we did on the stream, and it took a little while. I'm still working out how to, I guess, best decorate the inside of this place, but it's a lot more about function than fashion. But that is really not what we're going to do today. Today, what I wanted to do is head on over back to my little log cabin because I've got some decorating that I want to do with some 1.13 content. So we're back over here at the little pond that I have next to my log cabin, and as you can already see, we've got bubbles coming up from the soul sand from the new update aquatic, and I like these. They're cool. They do some neat kind of functions and stuff like that, but they look kind of funny just kind of hanging out in the middle of this little pond. What I'd like to do is go and get some new blocks and foliage for the pond. So we're going to go and look for some kelp. I know with bone meal, for example, we can actually just bone meal down here. Like if I bone meal this block, we can get some seagrass. We can make it like double tall seagrass, which sticks out the top here, which is really cool. But I want to get some kelp. I want to get some fish. I would really like to find some sea pickles if we can find those and actually have some light happening in the bottom of this, which I think would be really neat. I also want to try and find a way to kind of decorate the bottom of this with different I guess brown or muddy looking blocks to replace the soul sand, because I want to put the bubbles down with a little bit more intent. So I want to put them kind of like down here, kind of like where this one is, where it makes more sense, where the water is kind of coming and trickling down here with the waterfall, and less in places like over here where it doesn't really make any sense. I know I'm not going to be putting any what's the block I'm trying to remember? The magma block. I'm not going to put any magma blocks with the bubbles going the other way, mainly because I think a magma block would look really kind of silly because it is such a shallow pond. But what we're going to do is we're going to get geared up. So I'm going to drop this bone meal here. I've got some rockets, but what I do need is I need some water breathing potion, and then we have to go find some unloaded chunks and see if we can't get some new 1.13 content to show up on the server. So this is going to be really cool. So we got water breathing, and do we need speed? I don't think I need speed. Certainly don't need any fire resistance. I'm going to be out in the middle of the ocean. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the Guardian farm where we have set up an ocean monument to farm guardians. But that is about as far southwest as I think we've actually looked. So if we headed over on that direction, I think if I just kind of head south from the ocean monument, then I think I should be able to find some new ocean biome content quite quickly. So here we are over at the ocean monument that MacCast discovered. We built this together, and it's probably one of my favorite builds on the server. It looks really cool at night, so it's kind of lucky that we're coming here just at sunset, because we've got this path that's all lit up, and we've got the monument itself is all lit up, even the top part of it. We've got some, I guess, revisiting to do now that 1.13 is out, because now we can waterlog stairs and really make this stuff look really, really cool. This is how you get down. There's a staircase that goes down this way, but I'm going to save that for another day because I do want to try and find a new ocean biome so that we can get some kelp and some other foliage from 1.13. But first, it looks like I have to sleep because I definitely do not want to be out there at night because I do not want to have to deal with any drowned. So I always get turned around when I'm over here. I always think that this is south, and it's not. It's west. So if I'm going to double check to make sure that we're heading south, which is that way. So let's just launch off here and see what we can find in this direction. It should not take us too long to find some new ocean with some new fish and kelp and maybe even a ruin. We don't know. We've not really explored a whole lot here on the Citadel, so we've been keeping mostly to land. And right away, look at that. That did not take long at all. Got some new biomes, and I've got some kelp. This is excellent. I'm gonna put my elytra away just in case. And now I think we're ready. We're gonna jump in here and see what we can see. Wow, this looks really cool. There's so much more life going on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up some of these kelp plants. I think the way that this works is if you don't break the bottom, then it'll still regrow. Because I don't want to like clear cut the ocean. I want that to be able to regrow again. So I'm just going to break off a few of these. I know it's awful dark down here. I don't have Optifine yet, or I guess it's not out yet. So we can't actually take advantage of that. But everything now floats, so now we just swim back up to the surface and collect everything. Excellent. If I was smart, I would have brought a boat, but I'm pretty sure I have some wood with me in a shulker box, so we should be able to handle that. Collect everything this way. So that's the kelp. Seagrass we don't have to collect. We can actually just make that ourselves with bone meal at home. So I guess the other thing that I'm looking for is some sea pickles and maybe some coral. I don't have any plans to put coral in the pond, but I do want to have somewhere, at least find a place where I can come back and get some. So where we need wood. Oh, look at that. I have a boat right here. I actually was prepared. Who knew? I need you back. All right, so instead of flying around, let's just hop in a boat here and see if we can find anything that looks remotely like a ruin or something tropical. Those guys look kind of tropical. Excellent. I've got a bucket. I'm gonna fill it with water and then see if I can't snag one of these tropical fish. Probably gonna have to get out of the boat. Oh, sweet. I thought they were gray. They're actually red. Got them! Excellent. So let's see. Do I have... Oh, I guess I could always... Yeah, I'm gonna have to make more buckets. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just keep on going here and see what we can see since we've got the water breathing potion going. I don't see any sea pickles. I don't know. What kind of biome are we in? This is... Where am I supposed to be looking here? So I am currently swimming around in a lukewarm ocean. So there's a dolphin, but I'm not seeing anything warmer. And I think we have to actually find like a warm ocean in order to get sea pickles and stuff. But here's what looks like an underwater ravine, or at least a bit of a trench. That's really cool. Where are we going to be able to find a warm ocean biome? Wow, that is wicked. That looks so cool. Once Optifine comes out for 1.13, this is going to be really, really cool looking. I feel like the ocean is changing color in this direction. So what are we doing here? We're in lukewarm, still in lukewarm, deep ocean. Right, so I don't think we're going to find any sea pickles in deep ocean, so we should probably turn around and head back this way. I gotta find out where I left my boat. So it looks like we got a different kind of fish. I don't know what they're called, but we're gonna see if we can nab one of these different guys here. Yoink! Nope, that's the same guy. Crap. My fishing skills are not up to snuff. Ah, okay, so we got that guy. Let's see if we can sneak up on him here. Yeah, okay, sweet. Got that guy, and I think I'm going to grab a cod, just because I think it would be cool to have a cod in the pond as well. Let's see if we can grab this guy quick. So I was just looking at these buckets of tropical fish, and unfortunately they don't differentiate between the different types. They just say tropical fish on them. So I'm going to put these away, and we're going to head back to the meadows, and we're going to put these guys safely in the pond. So I have been all over the place looking for a warm ocean biome, and I have not been able to find one yet. And I'm hoping that we can head west past the desert and see if we can't find one there. You may also be wondering why I'm looking at the ground. It's because I want to reveal something that Alistair and I did the other day. It was MacCast's birthday here on the server, so we decided to prank him now. There's a bit of a story behind this. Essentially, MacCast is a bit of a creeper magnet. I'm not sure why, but he tends to not be able to see them coming or hear them coming, and there's been lots of holes blown in our paths due to MacCast. The iron farm even had a little bit of a mishap one time. So we decided to have a creeper sneak up on MacCast. And there it is. It's I guess I want to say full size. It's basically block for block pixel ratio for a creeper, but Alistair and I built that the other night, and we think it's pretty funny. I don't know if he's seen it yet, though. He hasn't commented in the Discord. So yeah, we've got this giant creeper, and what I think was really, really funny, it was all Alistair's idea. I helped him with the design, but we made it look like it's peeing. So it's his waterfall, this is normally there. But the waterfall, it was just the perfect spot to put a giant creeper. So we decided to make it look like it's peeing. Yeah, we're children. It's fine. It was his birthday. So happy birthday, MacCast. I hope you enjoyed it. So we're going to go into the Nether again and head west. The desert was one of the first paths that we made in the Nether. It's because we needed glass and we were looking for cactus and some other stuff. But this path is actually quite long, so I'm going to use the magic of video editing, and we'll get down to the end quite quickly. But it's a few hundred blocks in this direction. So on this side, we built kind of a cool desert temple. But on the other side, it's nothing fancy. It's just our mining desert. So over here, things are much more simple, more of a utility kind of outpost than anything else. But we've got this kind of cool temple thing going on. I've not finished it yet because I haven't really decided what I want to do. But when you're in the right position, it's actually kind of cool that the sun is going down. When you're in the right position, the sun actually goes right down in between these arches, these circles. I can't decide if I'm going to make it like a partially completed circle or if I want it to be a full circle. I'm leaning on full circle. If that's the case, though, I feel like we should maybe fill in the wall. I don't know. They need to be bigger, though, because as the sun gets lower, it actually appears larger in the sky, which is neat. But what we want to do right now is head west. So I've got my rockets, I've got my bed. Got my water potions. I think we're all set to go. We just have to find a place to take off. So let's just head over in this direction. This is west. And I have no idea how far we're going to have to go. We are currently 3,000 blocks west, 445 on the Z axis. So we're going to have to just go until we find ocean and then see if we can see anything that looks like a warm ocean biome. I don't know whether to follow. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere. So I'm going to be at this for a little while, and I will I'll touch base if I find anything interesting. Although this looks promising. We'll see. So now that it's nighttime, I feel like these are going to be easier to see, because if I'm not mistaken, sea pickles will actually light up coral reefs just like this one. Awesome! The first coral reef, and it's huge! And server lag is real. I just stopped flying midair. Yeah. This is unnerving. I'm glad I'm over water. This is huge! And there's a shipwreck! Oh man. This is going to be so much fun. Look how big this is. I'm thrilled that we don't have to go very far. I think the coordinates I had up before were something like 3,000, 3,300 blocks. Look, I'm only at 5,000 blocks west, so we're only 1,500 blocks away from the temple, which is nothing to fly, and we can set up another portal out here, and it won't be that far at all. So I am absolutely stoked. Let's dive in and see what's up. Wow. Arguably, it looks a little bit cooler when you're above the water. But this is fantastic. Now, I have my Silk Touch pick, and I've got some water breathing potions, so we should probably grab those. Let's just sink to the bottom here. You can see the stars through the water. That's awesome. Okay. Mission. We need sea pickles. Where'd they go? Did they get caught? Oh, we have friends. It is nighttime. We have lots of friends. Holy smokes. There must be a desert, or not a desert, an ocean ruin or something nearby. Wow, there's a lot of these guys. Okay, Oh, there's my sea pickles. So I don't need to get too many of these, because you can actually bone meal them and grow more. So this is going to be interesting. Just get wrecked out of here. Why does it take so long to kill these guys? Arrows, maybe? Yeah. Knockback. Or punch. Point blank. Blah. They make great noises. I love it. Oh, too funny. Okay. You get away from my pickle. More sea pickles. Bloop. Down in the bottom of the ocean, looking at this beautiful coral reef. And I want to take some coral home with me, but I don't want to destroy the reef. I'm guessing that these don't regrow. Like, I guess if you completely destroy a reef, I'm guessing it's just done. So I think I'm going to just get just a handful of this stuff to take home. Maybe what I'll do is I'll look around for, like, the ugly ones, the ones that are not so pretty. Anything super pretty, I might actually just leave. But I know that you have to kind of pick off the fans first, otherwise the fans don't come with you. They'll get destroyed if you just destroy the block. So I'm kind of being selective. Oh hey, it's not as long to mine them as I thought either. I can tell that this is going to be the tedious part of mining coral, is collecting it all on the surface. I mean, it's fast, but boats are notoriously not easy to steer. So I've got a few of these tucked away in a shulker, and we've got tube coral, bubble coral, horn coral, and brain coral. And we do need to pick up some red, and that's called fire coral from the best that I can gather. So there's also, this is brain coral block. And then these are the corals. So we've got the fire coral, horn coral, bubble coral, and then we've got the different fans. And it's all the same names. They just have like fan or coral or block, depending on what's going on. But we need the fire coral block, and looks like we need the fans for the bubble coral. I think my favorite texture for the coral so far is actually the tube coral. It really does change the color quite a bit. You'd think that when you dive under the water, you'd have more of this turquoisey stuff, but it snaps straight to blue. So I was just putting a few things away, and I realized you can now place chests underwater. That is so cool. So now that we have this stuff, I think the last thing I want to do is I want to put down a Nether Portal so that this is a lot easier to get to next time. I guess the question is, where do we put it? Probably at the eastmost part of the coral reef, because everything that we've got going on right now is east of here. So if we put a portal on the east side, then that should be the closest point. And the sun's going down again, but that's going to be easy to spot because when the sun goes down, this place is really lit up. So let's see if we can get airborne here. And do this. That's a lot easier now too. Yeah, wow, this is massive. So let's just go, yeah, so maybe like this beach right here would be a good spot. People can see it. And then a little bit of a reveal coming around the corner. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Moment of truth, we find out where this goes. Hopefully somewhere decent. Oh, nice open flat area. I'm digging that. So the real question is, where in the world? So we're not far off the main z-axis, that's good. And then we're negative 578. So I'll have to take a mental note to see where that is compared to the desert portal. So 393, 390, yeah, it is at 400. So we're really just 100 blocks west in the nether past this point, and we should be able to find that portal to the coral reef. Fantastic. Unfortunately, that's all the time that I have for today. The search for the coral reef took a lot longer than I thought, but the very first thing we'll do next episode is decorate the pond with the cool stuff that we collected today. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and hey, why not follow me on Twitch so you can check out some of the streaming stuff that I do. It's twitch.tv/JoelDuggan. All of those links will be on the end screen. See you next time.